Next we're going to look at the nouns. The nouns that we have, I've made them myself. They're a double-sided noun card. There are 28 nouns in each set, and we have 20 sets of these nouns that we'll get the kids to learn over time. We have a chart that we keep track of which sets of nouns all the kids remembered, so when you start the lesson you can look at the chart on the wall to see how far they've progressed. And so if one child is, or say 2 or 3 kids are on noun set 3 and another 2 or 3 are on, or another child is on noun set 4, then you could do noun set 3 or something, just average it out. The nouns, the noun flashcards, as I said, they're a double-sided noun flashcard. There's a picture of the noun on the front, for example tree, and on the back side is the word written or typed tree. So this uses this, the way to flash these cards, or the way to drill these cards, is a method developed by a different school. It uses a left brain exercise, and what you do is you show the picture of the noun, for example tree, and then you flash the word. After you say tree, the kids repeat after you, and then you flip the card over and you show the word tree and you say tree again. You don't hold the card long to show the word tree. It's, as I said, it's kind of a subliminal thing in your left brain, so you just go to the next noun, book, and then flip the word book. You're going to see how I'm, once you see me drilling the cards, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a very fast action and you drill it really quick. You go through all the 28 nouns, and then we'll do a drill for a conversation drill with nouns. Okay, let's take a look at that. Yay! Train, train, leaf, leaf, mouse, mouse, night, night, window, window, school, school, Christmas, Christmas, apple, apple, duck, duck. We've finished drilling the nouns now. Next we're going to give, in this case there are 2 kids in the class, so I'm going to give each child 7 cards, and I'll have 7 cards myself. And what we do is I'll ask the child to the left or the right of me any sentence, any question is okay. What do you have? What do you see? What do you want? Anything's fine. Just do the same question for that whole class, and probably do it for a few weeks until they get used to that question in it. Question answering sequence. Once they've finished or gotten used to it, then you could do a different question answering sequence. I think in this case we're going to do what do you have. So I'll ask in this case I ask the child to the left of me, what do you have? And she says, I have a book. And then she asks the child next to her, what do you have? And that child says, I have a table. And then they ask me, what do you have? And then I'll say, I have a fish. Once they ask the question, they're holding the card facing you, and then they take the card and they put that they just answered and put it behind, so the new card comes up. And you'll just go around in a circle until you've asked all 7 about all 7 cards. Let's take a look at how we drill that, okay? 7. 7. Okay. What do you have? I have a train.
I have a train. What do you have? I have a bowl. What do you have?
I have bread. What do you have?
I have a lake. What do you have? I have duck. What do you have?
I have a cow. What do you have?
I have a mouse. What do you have? I have rain. What do you have?
I have a shop. What do you have?
I have a knife. What do you have? I have cat. What do you have?
I have a bear. What do you have? We've finished drilling the cards. We've gone through a conversation drill with the kids. Normally that's enough. However, if you really want to sort of cement it home, or you're trying to get the kids to remember this, they're almost they almost remembered all the cards, and you just want them to remember those cards, you can play a game. This is a race game. I don't play it all the time. I just do it every once in a while because it does take up time. What you do is you make a circle with the cards, and you give each child 2 chips, and what they do is they place the chip, both of the chips, on one part of the one card, for example, on the tree, and it's a die game, a race game, so they roll the die and then they move, for example, if they get 4, they move 4 places and they leave one chip where they started, so that's the goal or the finish line. So they'll go all the way around, rolling the die for each time, and when they reach where they started, they've completed, or the first person is the winner. When they roll the die, for example, they get 4, then they should say each card: tree, book, fish, car. If they can't say the word, they can't remember the word, then they have to stop. So it's a good idea to get the kids to look ahead before they roll the die and check to make sure they know the words. So you can tell the kids what the words are before they roll the die, but once they roll the die, then their turn has begun. You can't tell them. You could give them a little hint like bup, 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 bup. But don't say, yeah, it's book. So stop, and if you just give them the answer, then there's no point to the game. So the idea is for them to remember the words. So let's take a look at that game. So they should, as I said, it's just a race game. They'll race around until they get back to their starting position, okay? I mean, what color chips do you want?
The aqua. Red.
Red chips, please.
Red.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Over there.
Hold it.
Sarah, what color chips do you want?
The chip is.
Okay, here you go.
Good job.
Okay. Amy, where do you want to start?
Huh?
Where do you want to start? Go. I want to start. I want to start.
I want to jacket.
Start.
Stop.
On jacket.
On jacket.
Okay, Sarah, come over here. Okay, where do you want to start, Sarah?
Oh,
I want to start.
I want to start
On key.
on key.
Okay? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yay! Only one more. Two. Good. Eight.
Money. Yeah, giddy. Okay. 言えないとするさ。
ワン。
言えよ。
どっちからワンワンワンワン。これのワンワン。
Okay? Sarah. So this is.
いいな。負けた。ローク。キー。はい。
Okay. We've now finished the nouns. We've just finished the race game. There's other activities that you can do with the noun cards. One activity that some teachers like to do is play carta or slap. You spread the cards out on the floor and have the kids sit around the cards and you call out one of the words, for example, tree. Whoever slaps the card the fastest gets 1 point, and whichever child gets 5 points first is the champion. Personally, I don't play it that much because actually they're not saying anything. Perhaps there's some listening value in it, but really I think the target of what we are doing is trying to get the kids to say full sentences, to ask and answer full questions. That's why the activity where we're sitting in a circle and asking, what do you have, or what do you see, and the child says, I have a book, or I see a tree. So they're asking and answering complete sentences, which is the target of what we're after, not just playing games and stuff like that. So not really the greatest game in the world. That's the same thing Simon says. I really don't like that game. There's no real value to it either. That's it for the nouns today. On one final word, as I mentioned before, if you're using the noun cards, for example, you do the card game, or if you do like the racing game, make sure you get the cards back in order. In order, what I mean by not upside down, and don't mix up the noun sets and the verb sets and stuff like that. It's really important that you don't mix the cards up and you get them back in an orderly order, so that the next teacher that's using the cards, when they use them, they don't have to be putting them back in order and stuff like that. So it really helps for the classroom management for the following teacher. So let's keep them all in order, okay? The next video up we'll be making will be verbs, so stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching the noun section.